Hello, friends. A very good afternoon to all of you. I would like to welcome you all in our afternoon session as we do it every Saturday, where we talk a lot about news, views, discussions about the real estate market. Of course, as we all know, 2020 has been one of the remarkable year in everybody's life. There were so many reasons behind that, but if this 2020 will be known for something, I think that will be COVID-19. And for not only our generation, but even the coming generation will definitely actually have this year as a highlight in their mind because the way world has changed during COVID-19 was remarkable. Of course, we are not over with the cloud of COVID-19 yet, though there is vaccine there. It is coming in our country, in Canada as well, and also in all other parts of the world. This COVID-19 vaccine is being supplied. But with that, there are some other news that the second stage of COVID-19 is creating more impact in UK, Europe, and many other countries. So the fight is not over yet. The challenge is not over yet. We all have to make sure we stay safe and we ensure not only our own safety and security, but safety and security of our friends, family members, and well wishers. As far as the real estate market was concerned, 2020 has been a remarkable year, especially in GTA and other markets all across the country. It was not only GTA market which actually was very strong and had shown a sign of strength. With that, the markets in Alberta, the markets in British Columbia, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, and all the surroundings of GTA has really done remarkable. So, of course, this 2020 will be known for a year of challenges, a year of strength, and a year of facing unknown with our inner willingness to win the situation. Today, we are going to do some amazing discussion. When I came into this country in 2003, at that time, I was a young 29-year-old guy, a lot of aspiration, lot of dreams, and wanted to do something which nobody else is doing out there. And I'm sure many of the new immigrants who come into this country, they have that kind of dream. Not many people, they come with an aspiration to become successful in this country. Many of them have entrepreneurial mindset. They want to do something unique, something special, which nobody else has done. Uh, Before we go to that discussion, I can see, I'm not too sure if I can get some feedback from few of the viewers who are actually watching it. That is the sound audible. I think we are good. So I was talking about entrepreneurship. Tell me, who does not have that dream of becoming an entrepreneur? Especially if I look at the world in last 2 decades, big names like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and many more, they have actually given the world a new direction, a new vision. And youngsters, they dream about entrepreneurship. But what was the biggest challenge when I was thinking about that? The biggest challenge was the right direction, the right platform. Of course, the dreams are there, but how to fulfill that dream, that is very, very important. So today, we are going to focus our discussion on entrepreneurship. Many of us dream about it, but majority of us don't know how to fulfill that dream. I have fulfilled my dream of entrepreneurship. In 2007, I started this journey as a realtor. But what I realized in our real estate industry that many people don't have the vision and the thought process to go above and beyond than a realtor. Whereas I wanted to do something different. So I made a commitment to myself that I will not live my life like a realtor only. I will build up a system. I will build up an organization which will help me to fulfill my dream of entrepreneurship. When I was going on to that journey, then I realized that how fair it would be if I just fulfill my own dream. Can I have more people with me who actually dream the same, dream entrepreneurship, and can I become part of their journey and they can become part of my journey? So I started working on that, and with the time, I realized it was so easy to do because it is not about me, it is not about you, it is about a mutual dream. It is about something which anybody and everybody can realize in their life if they have the right guidance and right platform. So I actually started working a lot to ensure to build up that kind of platform which can help a common man, which can help somebody who doesn't have that extraordinary skills in their life and try to fulfill their dream of entrepreneurship. So today we are going to have an interesting discussion. But before we start our discussion, let me introduce you and another young, energetic, I would say dashing. When I say young, don't ask about his age. Most of the time he joke around about his age with me. I know this dashing young man looks quite young, but he's older than me. I would like to introduce our director, franchisee operations for SafeMax Group of Companies, Mr. Kamal Tomar. Kamal, sorry, before I put you onto the live, I was actually talking about your age, which so many times we joke around.
I know, Raman, I know. So, me being 10 year younger to you, I know. Okay, yeah, thanks, Raman. Thanks for making me a part of this journey, making me a part of this amazing company, first of all. And definitely, this dream, what we are sharing with so many entrepreneurs who are looking to join hands or even thinking, definitely, I say this session is really going to make a lot of difference.
So, Kamal, before we actually go and talk about our dream of entrepreneurship, uh, because you are in my journey, so many times people try to correlate their life with life of others. So, I would definitely like to get some introduction about your journey in this country, and because you are a role model for people yourself, you are actually a success story which anybody and everybody would admire to live in their life. So just give me a little bit brief introduction about your background and how you became part of SafeMax and how was your journey so far.
I would say, Raman, the entire journey has been amazing. And if I have to give a little background about myself back home, I come from India, wherein I have worked with some big brands like Nestle, ICICI Bank, Reliance, Bajaj. So there has been a lot of grooming done there, and I have been a part of third-party distribution where I was managing mostly the franchisees and developing the business. When I came into Canada, I in fact joined a couple of companies, and I was working into a similar role. But there was only one thing back of my mind that I am not going to give up. Like sometimes when I used to meet my peer, they used to say, "Hey, why you're still looking for the job in your same field? Here it's going to take a lot of time for you. I mean, there is no way, there is no shortcut actually." So the bottom line was I have to go through the same journey for 5 or 10 years, then I can dream of something. I said, no, I'm not going to give up so easily. Like, I started giving interviews, started meeting entrepreneurs, and I just kept my focus on that. No, I have to get into my field where I have been doing good and I have been successful there. And yeah, I mean, I would say luckily I met a gentleman named Mr. Lalit Batla, and he is a gem of a person. I met him, and the journey started from there, I should say, because I bought a house through him, you know. So I would say destiny was written, something like that. Then we met, and like, of course, he is our family friend too. We met couple of months down the line. Then I just shared my resume with him, and he saw the resume. He said like he would like to share the details with you. And then we had a discussion. I think it took 30 seconds for you or a minute, wherein you just told me that you're working with me. So I would say, yeah, that was one side of it. Getting into SaveMax, it was really, I mean, the word, that single liner of yours in 1 minute saying that you are joining with me. I was like, oh my God, I mean, so fast. So yeah, but again, I was happy that you showed confidence in me, and probably I think I will be delivering on that.
That's something amazing, Kamal. Let me ask you a question. Which year did you land in Canada?
2017 May.
2017 May, and we are talking about December 2020. It's been like little over 3 years,
Yep.
where I have seen people just thinking about settling them down, and uh, just thinking like how I can go into my field of operations and how I can go to the next level. I see somebody who is elevated himself onto a level where he's a director franchisee of an organization which is one of, I think, the fastest growing organization of the real estate industry. We have done $1.3 billion sales volume in 2020. So this itself is a success story, I think, and this story is going to inspire a lot many people. So Kamal, what did you think at that time when after 30 seconds of meeting with each other, I said, Kamal, you are working with me? Like, did you feel I'm a crazy guy?
I was just about to say the same word. I said, "Oh my God, he is crazy." I mean, how can a person judge anyone in a minute's time and say you're working with me? So it never has happened. In like, I mean, there used to be a round of interviews, there used to be discussion happening and all. But yeah, I mean, I really admire your speed of decision making, and I really see a lot of difference that makes in our organizational growth, and which is really, I would say, admired by everyone.
So, Kamal, I'll share my own thought process with you, and that's how I think I built up my team. I always say you just need 30 to 60 seconds to make an impression. And the first thing what I look into somebody when they're entering into my cabin, when they're entering into my office, if I get a positive energy from them or not. Believe me, it happened to me so many times. It was just a discussion of a minute or two. And, I said to that person, you know what? I want you to be on board with me. And they are success stories today. So it was my belief on them. It was my inner instinct, which always guided me to choose the right people in my surrounding. And I feel that is one of the biggest reason why SaveMax is such a successful brand, because I always made the decisions on my gut feeling.
No doubt about that. And I think that everyone can see the vision now. Everyone can see the growth of the company, where in a year's time we are having 17 plus locations. And the way we are expanding, the way we are looking to grow domestic and international market, I would say that's remarkable.
So, Kamal, which one? I'm sorry, I don't exactly remember the date. Which year you became part of the company?
It was 2018 September.
2018 September.
Yeah,
So you were at that time almost like little over an year in this country.
exactly.
So you bought a house from SaveMax, and
Yep,
then you become part of SaveMax.
yep.
Do you know many of our team members, realtors, or admin people, or marketing, HR, majority of those people, they were SaveMax client before they joined SaveMax, and
Okay.
that's how I picked up people. So if I liked anybody, most of the time people think, you know what, this person is my client. I'm not gonna bring them into business because I might lose the business. Whereas I never thought that way. I always thought these people are part of my team. They are part of my family, and that's how I bring them on board. Right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And in fact, our entire staff, when I share with some of the interviews when I take and when I discuss the success story of maybe director, marketing, VP, admin, HR, so people really feel good about it. There is something a lot in this company wherein people would like to make their career and they don't wish to join anywhere else. Like, I don't think that none of them got an offer, but the way they are like in and everything with the SaveMax, you know.
Kamal, we will definitely keep continue our discussion. But before that, I would like to request all the viewers, guys, if you have any question, I would say feedback which you want to share with us, please don't hesitate to put there in the comments. And our team is definitely keeping an eye on those comments as well as those questions. And I'll be more than happy to share my opinion and my thought process with you onto that. So, Kamal, we are definitely going to talk about something different, something unique. We have another amazing personality who will be joining with us today as well. Again, he is also one of the success story in SaveMax, where somebody actually has grown himself from the level of an admin staff to a level of COO of the company. So these are such wonderful stories, and I feel that is the true meaning of entrepreneurship, where we build more leadership in the company. And I feel so happy when I look back and I see how we are growing the organization, how we are bringing more and more people at the front and realizing their dream of entrepreneurship. So, Kamal, let me introduce Sachin as well with us. Sachin, I would like to welcome you on our afternoon show.
Good morning, Raman. Good morning, Kamal. First of all, I hope everybody had a Christmas. This Christmas was a little different than the ones that we had before, and today is a Boxing Day. And I still remember that, on the Boxing Day, we all have, that urge to go to the malls, see what deals are going on. And today, those things are not happening. But today, when those things are not happening, we are missing that hustle and bustle. And I still remember that, we used to complain that, it's too much of rush. We are not getting the parking to go to a mall. But today, when we cannot go, we are missing that thing. So I would say that, whatever we have today, we must enjoy instead of complaining about that. And today's topic is, again, it's an amazing topic. We're going to talk about becoming an entrepreneur, owning a franchisee without even having a license. So I talk to so many of my clients wherein, they talk to me, Sachin, yes, we are making money in real estate by owning a real estate, but is there any way that we can build a real estate business for us without disturbing or whatever they are doing in their life? So today is going to be an amazing topic. I would say that, all those who want to build their business, who want to become entrepreneur in real estate without owning a real estate license, today is the day to get information about that.
And I would definitely request everybody to make this discussion as interactive as they can by asking many questions. So, Kamal and Sachin, let me ask you a question. There are many people who want to become part of this dynamic industry because real estate is one of the biggest contributor in GDP of Canadian economy. First thing, and moreover, this is one of the profession where a high school graduate can do a white collar job and can make six-figure income. That is why I love about real estate profession. Now, there are many people who actually have an aspiration to join this profession. They want to become part of this business, but unfortunately, because of one or the other reason, they are not able to get the license. They are not able to, I would say, come into this field as a realtor, but they have an aspiration to join this field as a business owner or as, I would say, a business people. Many times they don't get the direction, they don't get the vision. So today we are going to focus on this aspect of the real estate industry where somebody can join real estate profession without even having a license. Of course, if you have a license, that is an added advantage. I'm not saying that if you have a license, you won't be able to fulfill your dream of entrepreneurship. That gives you an extra edge because you know the business now. So, Kamal, you have been dealing with this franchise model and all that stuff. So I would like to hear your views as well onto this. What was the biggest challenge which people had? There are many people. You were actually on a recent visit to Edmonton and Calgary in Alberta, and very soon I think you're going to Vancouver as well. So, what are the thought process of people when you talk to them about owning a real estate business?
Okay, I would answer it in like two ways. One, where I met people who are from the industry, and I met so many people who are not from the industry and who want to take benefit of the growing industry. And I would say people started using off late term is COVID free or say COVID proof industry. So real estate is one of them. The biggest, I would say, challenge first is many people who are not from the industry and they see as how am I gonna handle the hassles, where normal perception is that there is a lot of paperwork involved, there is a lot of admin work involved into opening this business, and that's going to be an added responsibility on them, so they actually don't think about it. Second is they feel that once, even if they manage that, then becomes the operational challenge. The operations on the day-to-day basis, this will need them a license. How they will be managing the people who are having a license, but these guys don't have much knowledge about it. So that is another challenge they come up with. And third is, of course, when they see the company growing and they say that, okay, we want to have a little pie of this success, pie of this growth. So would they be able to match with the same speed what we have? So these are few of the concerns, which I see when a person is coming from he's not from a real estate industry, and sometimes they start relating it with the if they are already having some existing franchisee which is not from real estate, or maybe other industries, say food or beverages or anything. So the challenges what they have faced there or in their past, they start comparing all those things, saying that the managing on the day-to-day basis becomes tough. The business is really not profitable after a year's time. What break even is there? They're looking for, say, 2 years or 3 years down the line. So all these things, which happens a lot, when I discuss with entrepreneurs.
Kamal, I think you have rightly picked up many of the interesting points, and I can see there are a lot of questions which are being bombarded over there, and many of the people, they are actually very curious to understand how it is possible. Like, I don't have a real estate license, because many of the people, they actually struggle to get the real estate license. They have actually made it very complicated, but they have an aspiration to become part of this industry. So I would highlight 2 or 3 points. First point first, if you don't have a license, you can still become part of this industry. If you have an entrepreneur zeal, I would say, or I would say, like, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to uh, live your life like an entrepreneur, but you did not get an opportunity. Even then, you can fulfill your dream of that. And the third and important aspect, let's say if you are a realtor, you are in the business 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, but you are working in a system which is actually not letting you grow because of the saturation over there. Because there are many challenges with fully developed system, that there is not too much scope for the individuals because of their own restrictions, because of, I would say, the challenges of the internal system. The best part about what we are going to discuss, if you don't have a real estate license, you can still become part of it. If you have an entrepreneurial zeal, you are the best fit for our model. And if you are a realtor who actually is not getting an opportunity to grow himself because of the saturation of the system, our system has a lot of juice, our system has a lot of scope into it, because we have started growing it, and it can have an immense potential for you. So Kamal, let me put up that presentation in front of people so that we can discuss about it, like how Kamal, can you watch the presentation on the screen? Is it clearly visible?
Yes, we can see that, Raman.
Yeah, it is visible.
Perfect. So, of course, idea has a lot of value in our life, but everybody comes with so many ideas in their lifetime. converting that idea, converting that dream into a reality. That's what I call as an entrepreneurship. That is what I call as a business. So SaveMax is an idea, and it has been converted into a business fulfilling our dream of entrepreneurship. And we want to share this dream with many people who actually dream like us. Introducing SaveMax FOCO model. So this FOCO model is what? This is franchise owned and company operated. Franchise owned and company operated. More freedom, more control under SaveMax system. Now, come on, let's first talk about why people want to, why people should go for a franchisee. What is the reason why franchise model is beneficial for people? First of all, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You are working in an established business model, established brand name, and has a lot of value out there into the market. Local knowledge, join hands with industry experts. Stay ahead of the independent business owners. Ready access to training, technical and marketing platform. Less financial risk, economies of scale. So these are few of the reasons why people they go towards the franchise route. Now, dreaming entrepreneurship, become part of our team, and we can fulfill that dream for you. Just a brief introduction about the company. In last few years, we have done more than $4 billion real estate volume. And Kamal today morning told me that we have 17 franchises, not 14. More than that, we have a team of 270 professionals selling almost little over 2,000 houses. Now, the most important aspect is you can fulfill your aspiration to join the real estate industry without a real estate license in SaveMax FOCO model, where you own the franchisee, but SaveMax organization, SaveMax as a corporate, operated for you. There are so many franchise options out there into the market. You can go and take any restaurant, you can go and take any gas station and convenience stores and all that stuff. But what are the challenges with those franchise models? In majority of the franchisees, Kamal, you have done a lot of research onto that. What is the average cost to set up a franchisee if you want to go for any of the brand?
So it is normally, over 300,000, and it lands near to 500,000.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, this at times even doesn't include the property. If someone is looking to, few of the setups have they buy the property as well. So I'm just considering the basic cost, and that's what it is there in the market.
So you have rightly said, and I think that is what the estimation is, the average setup cost. I see a lot many people, they go and buy coffee shops, restaurant, and all those kind of businesses. So their initial cost somewhere is in between 200,000 to 500,000. And in majority of the cases, I have seen the break-even goes from 24 to 36 months with a very high running cost, because there are so many, I would say, set standards, set rules and regulations, and set criteria which you have to follow to make sure that you make your franchisor happy. So those are some of the challenges which I see in majority of the franchise models. And again, there are a lot of hassles of managing the operations on your own. Very tough to scale business because you are just a franchisee owner over there. And again, there are not many major impacts which we have seen, especially in the food industry, on so many other education industry, healthcare. So we have seen a lot of examples where COVID, a problem like COVID, actually hit the business so hard that they end up closing those businesses. That has given us a vision, that has given us a thought process to work on COVID-free business models. And I think real estate is has proven itself with the outcome and results as a COVID-free model. Now, what are the benefits of a FOCO model, which is franchisee owned and corporate operated? You generate maximum return on your investment. We have reduced your startup risk. You have a better investment growth and low marketing cost because of the kind of branding, because of the way we run our marketing. So at the end of the day, your interest is definitely protected. So in our business model, there is no more day-to-day hassles that you have to operate business and all that stuff. You can definitely opt for the option that company is going to operate that business for you. There's a strong brand recognition, and we are expanding that brand all across the country. And it is definitely going to give a lot of benefit to those people who are actually thinking or who make the decision to join hands with us on the initial stage. And Kamal, I'm pretty sure you and Sachin both understand and agree with me onto this point. There is always a benefit to those first entrant into any industry or any business. We deal with a lot of projects out there in the market, and most of the time, the investors, they have an intention that we should enter any project when it is in their first phase. Why so? Because people want to take the advantage of an early entry into that particular project. Sachin, I would definitely love to hear Kamal's opinion on to entering into the business or any investment on the initial stage. So, Kamal, what do you think about that?
Okay, so I would put it this way that definitely that is a good example that you gave. But for these projects, they do end in a year's time or 2 years' time. But here we are talking about growing with the company, where if I have to see or say match the vision right now, if you're looking to open say our 100 plus locations only in Canada and going international, so probably entrepreneurs working with the similar mindset, they when they want to grow on the that fast pace, definitely this journey is going to benefit them in all the ways. Maybe they are looking to grow internally or the operational front, or even when we talk about revenue, there is no end to it. Basically, I was just talking to someone yesterday. I said there is no limit how many zeros you want to put into your revenue, because here when we are growing, so we have no limit right now. We have no boundaries right now. We can grow as phenomenal wherever we want and with our own pace.
And I think, Kamal, you touched a very important point, which I would like to elaborate over here. And that is especially to those realtor friends who are working outside in other brands. Uh, what could be the possibility that wherever you are working and you want to grow yourself to the next level, you have to face so many hassles. And of course, you have to fight with the saturation of that brand. And they are not able to offer you any growth into the system. Just imagine you are working in a brand for 10 years as a realtor. Do you think this is called entrepreneurship? Not at all. That business is totally dependent upon you. The day you stop working, the day you start getting an income. So you have to think about it. You have to understand the concept of building up a system for yourself. Now, Kamal, of course, we are talking about the FOCO model, but in this model, we have an ability and we have the flexibility where you have an option to take control and charge. It is not only that it can be company operated, but if you have that entrepreneurship skill, if you have that mindset where you come and say, you know what, I can take control and charge of my business. We have, of course, that option and opportunity available for you. Now, the best part is in all this, the risk lies with the parent company. So we are willing to take the risk on your behalf. Now, Kamal, don't you think this sounds too good to be true? I'm pretty sure many of the people, they might have getting that question in their mind. Okay, you are managing the business operation, you are doing everything, then why do you want, then why you need us? So I'll definitely touch about that question as well. But let's talk about dreaming entrepreneurship. First of all, our business is proven and it is very unique business model. Now, I have shared the cost of majority of the franchises with you. In our franchises system, your initial startup cost can be maximum up to $70,000 to $80,000. And I think that also you don't need in the on day one. That is the cost which is going to be spread for pretty much full year. Am I right, Kamal?
Yeah, that's right. So here we are talking about startup cost will be anything between say 30 to 40K, and rest other cost gets spread into the coming months.
Perfect. And the beauty of the system which we have created, your break even is going to be achieved in first 12 to 15 months. And it can be faster than that. It all depends upon how fast you grow, how smartly you work onto that system. But 12 to 15 months is very reasonable to say that you're going to achieve your break even. Of course, there are very wonderful opportunities of domestic and international growth under our system. Another amazing thing, we have an option where you can actually get corporate funding if you qualify to become part of that business. Isn't that amazing? So, in some of the cases, you don't even have to invest your money. We are providing you corporate funding to start up your business. Now, this is what I learned during my tenure of 10 years putting up a successful organization in place, that every leadership needs a kind of training which is suitable to that level. It is not that every kind of training will fit all kind of leadership. Not really. You have to change your type of leadership after every couple of years. And you have to get some special training for that so that you can make yourself fit and competent enough for the new level of leadership or the new role which you are planning to play in the organization. Majority of the time, people fail to understand that concept and they don't develop themselves as a leader for the next level. So we provide various level of leadership training. Of course, there is a full marketing support. SaveMax is known for its top of the line marketing efforts in the market, and you will have the full marketing support. Constant monitoring and feedback is a key ingredient to make a business successful, and we very diligently work on that. We provide constant feedback and we do monitoring how we can get the optimum results with minimum resources. On top of it, Kamal, the biggest challenge comes in the real estate industry. Why majority of the people who are already in the profession, they are hesitant to go to the next level because they are skeptical or they are little fearful about maintaining the RICO guidelines, doing the admin work, front office, back office, RICO guidelines, broker of record support. All those are the challenges of the real estate industry, which people think in their mind. So we understood those challenges and we have built up and designed a model like that where you have no hassles of those challenges. All the RICO guidelines, all the account management, all the admin support, either it is front office or it is back office, is being taken care by your parent company. So, what could be a better option than that? Now, Kamal, everything is handled by SaveMax. What will be your role? Kamal, when we are talking about this, do you think the same question comes into your mind?
Oh, definitely. I mean, in fact, in the previous slide, when you were telling about the support for when it comes to the say training, when it comes to say the RICO guidelines and other things, there is something which recently I observed during my discussion with certain entrepreneurs. The big question was there are really so strong entrepreneurs, they are working on their references only. They say that I don't do marketing, I only do get into references. But then they realize after talking to having our discussion that there is a lot of business that's happening as a leakage, because when they cannot handle the entire reference where that business is going. So I asked this gentleman a couple of questions. I asked him that what about the leads which come so many in numbers, what do you do about them? He said I mean, actually he had no answer. He said, yeah, I mean, those are that is the cost of the business. I said, what if you have a team and they work for you? So in fact, you will be building a lot more references, and probably you're looking to have much more revenue what you're generating right now. So, this system actually enables you to expand on your existing business model also, which is quite a challenge. And, right now, the people who are working in the industry, I could see that. Secondly, as you said, this question that what will be your role, definitely they think that if everything is being done by SaveMax, so why do SaveMax need them to be there, right? I mean, that's the first question. Definitely they will get. We are funding, we are running the operations, we are having everything. But I would see something here as having a local knowledge, the expert of having their own reference, their natural market. There might be so many good things those entrepreneurs are doing, so many new creative things. We would love to have join hands with the similar mindset and grow together.
And Kamal, I think you have beautifully explained in a very plain and clear words. But before I talk about it, I would like to hear from Sachin as well. So, Sachin, do you get the same question in your mind? Okay, if you are having your brand, if you are giving me the franchisee, if you are helping me to open up and operate all the business, and you are willing to do the funding for that, does it sound too good to be true to you?
Yes, definitely, Raman. When you go through the presentation and when you hear about it, then a question would come into any layman's mind that, what, if they are going to manage the operations, they are going to fund it, and they're going to make sure that this gets into the break even for between 12 to 15 months, what is going to be my role into the business? Right? And that is a very, very common question which any layman would think of when we are giving this presentation. But at the same time, what I believe is, Raman, that we are trying to create a bridge between any person who aspire to become an entrepreneur. So we are trying to create a bridge between where he stands right now and between the dream that he looks to be for. I spoke to so many people who are doing a good job. They are settled in their life, making good money, but still there is one thing which is bothering them is that they wanted to own a business. They wanted to become an entrepreneur, but just because they are stuck in their current life, they are not able to take that risk. They are not able to cross that bridge to become a business owner. So what I feel is that is what option we are trying to create for all those people who aspire to become entrepreneur. We are trying to create that bridge wherein SaveMax can help stabilize their business, and once they see that what, now I have got business running for me, I can switch from my current life to new life without any hassles, without any, I would say, hiccups. This is what we are trying to create, and that is what we call micro entrepreneurship for the people.
Yeah. And Sachin, you have actually used a very beautiful terminology, micro entrepreneurship. I really love it. And I think that's what the crux of the matter. Not many people, they have that zeal. They have that knack. They want to become an entrepreneur. But unfortunately, their circumstances, their surroundings did not allow them to fulfill their dream. Now, Sachin, do you know most of the people why they don't become successful in their life? When any opportunity knocks at their door, any good opportunity knocks at their door, they always start questioning themselves. Oh, it is too good to be true. It is not for me. And this is what happens with majority of people, just because of their mindset, just because of their own personal constraints, they are not able to actually look at that opportunity. Sometimes it is their ego which actually stops them, and they will start finding fault in everything. There are people who actually find problem in every solution, right? So try to understand that, Sachin. I always loved those opportunities in my life which were sounding too good to be true, because I knew not too many people are going to grab that opportunity.
That's right.
So I am the one who is going to definitely try it. I'll give you an example. I get so many people in my day-to-day business operation who actually come and say, Raman, you know what? Can you get me a steal of a deal? Can you really get me a cheap house? When we present the cheap house to them, they say, oh, there is some problem in this. Why somebody is selling that cheap? I said, come on, man. You are after my life to get you a steal of the deal. I worked so hard and got you an opportunity where you're getting a steal of a deal, and now you have your own questions into that. let me grab that opportunity. So,
Raman,
guys,
that was the exact example I was about to give, because since I have worked as a realtor for so long, and many times we bring such a good deal to our investors, client, to our end users, and when we bring those deals onto the table, the question comes in: why this deal is coming to me? If this deal is so good, why not somebody else grab it? So we don't have answers to those questions.
yes, absolutely.
Right? There is no way I can answer that question. Why this good is happening to me?
Yeah. Uh, Sachin, I can actually see a lot of comments and a lot of questions from the people, and we will talk about that as well. Now, let's first talk about the presentation. Is everything is handled by SaveMax? So, what will be your role? That again is
Yeah.
going to be the question in people's mind. Now, let me share my thought process. This is what I learned in my life. If I have to grow, I alone cannot grow in my life. I need a strong team. I need more leadership. I need more people who are like good dreamers, who are good doers. So we need business minded people like you who could be dreamers or who could be doers. The world need dreamers and the world need doers. But above all, the world need dreamers who do. And that is what is the real crux. So of course, if I have to grow, if I am planning to grow my business all across the country, I alone cannot do it. I need more hands. I need more people who actually think like me. And definitely in real estate industry, it matters a lot. Everybody have their own network. Everybody have their own circle. Together, we can actually combine our strength, combine our energies, and can create a synergy which can benefit, which can work for both of us very well. So that is what the real objective behind this, that okay, let's join hand together and let's try to do something which alone Raman cannot do it, or alone you cannot do it. We have a very clear and simple objective. Of course, Sachin, everybody's not gonna understand. People gonna start questioning about the same thing happened when I actually launched SaveMax. When we started building up this system 10 years before, there was a lot of criticism. There were a lot many people who were actually having a question mark on our 999 model. That how can you actually give that much benefit to consumers? But our intentions were clear. And look, after 10 years, we have built up a brand which is $1.3 billion annual sales volume, a strong team of almost 270 team members, and a strong network of 17 franchises all across the country, which we are planning to do into 100 franchisees. So, if you are that person who has a little positive attitude, of course, this opportunity is not for the naysayers. There are people who will find problem in every solution. This is not for them. They always keep putting the question marks on anything and everything. But we are looking for those people who have some positive attitude, who actually believe in dreaming and doing. This opportunity is for those. Now, Sachin, Kamal, there are certain cities in focus. So, Kamal, would you like to share uh, the cities which we are planning to do, and what are our first focus, and then we will be moving on to other cities. So, please go ahead.
Yeah, so here we are basically talking about these cities which we have picked up, seeing the traction, seeing the economy over there, seeing the positive growth. So we are looking in Hamilton, Niagara, Winnipeg, Kitchener, London, entire Durham region. Of course, I'm flying to Vancouver, so I have got a couple of entrepreneurs, who are looking to grow the business and take the flag there. Ottawa is I will be visiting in next month, first week, so it is there on the cards as well. Of course, in BC, when we talk about Surrey, is a place where we are looking to have a couple of branches, and Halifax is there. Apart from that, we are definitely targeting some other small cities too. Just because of the space constraint, I didn't put the names, but we are definitely looking to small cities which are growing in numbers as on the uh, volume and the value front as we talk. So and definitely, like, if someone is having, we are, as you said initially, we are flexible as we are just growing. So there's an opportunity into every city we are talking about here in Canada right now. Any person who is listening and thinking that hey, the city which is looking for it is not here, so definitely just pick up your phone and give me a call. We can definitely talk about that. So the opportunity is there for anyone and everyone.
Perfect. So, Kamal, on top of it, I want to just give a little bit glimpse about our game changer model as well, which actually is working very fantastic, and it is really giving a lot of opportunity to realtors who dream about getting some passive income. Of course, there are very three strong pillars of SaveMax game changer model, where you get extra earning in team building with SaveMax, passive income, retirement income, and next generation income. Guys, if you want to get a little bit more information about our game changer model, you can definitely go back and check those sessions which we have done specifically about game changer model. Kamal, I actually want to spend a little time on the question answer session as well,
Sure.
because there are a lot many people who are actually curious to know more about it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so if you want to become an entrepreneur, get in touch with our team. Of course, Kamal is the right person. His phone number is Kamal. Would you like to share your phone number as well onto this?
Yeah, so for this opportunity, I would say get in touch directly with me. My number is 416-333-8747. And I take calls all the time, so nothing to worry about time or holidays. Pick up a phone and give me a call anytime.
Perfect, perfect. That's excellent. So, Kamal, my interesting portion, all right? Question answer session. I can see a lot of comments and a lot of questions here, which really makes me very uh, energetic all the times, because I love these discussions. I love to actually hear about the criticism, hear about how other people they see what we are talking. So let me just go to one of the uh, viewer today. I think his name is Mr. Daljinder Gill, and I can see Daljinder. He's putting a lot of comments over there. He's requesting that. Let me see. First thing, why do you cost 30,000? You are unknown, Mr. Daljinder. I think we are very well known. That is why you are watching the show today. And of course, I'm not saying that the whole country knows me, but we are actually doing our business, doing hard work to make sure that we are known in the whole country, and that is why we are looking for more and more team strength to get recognized in the whole country. I really appreciate your comments, Mr. Daljinder. I know there are a lot of other comments which I can see, dreamers or doers. This is not a good opportunity. So stop talking about other things, but show how an investor can make some money. Mr. Daljinder, the objective of this presentation is just to give an idea to people. Of course, nobody's coming and asking anybody to sign the papers right here on the presentation. This is just to give an idea about our business model. If anybody wants to know more about it and wants have those questions where an investment can make some money, please more than welcome to come and discuss, sit with us so that we can show you all the numbers, all the figures and everything. This is not the thing. I'm not going to bring all my business model and start sharing on social media over here. So I'm pretty sure you understand every business has its own way. But of course, maybe my business model doesn't fit into your requirement, or you don't fit into my business model, right? If you don't fit into my business model, I'm definitely not going to take you in the system. Am I right, Kamal?
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
So
there are other
basically,
comments.
we are just sharing the information here.
Sorry.
And yeah.
So Mr. Daljinder has put some more comments over there. Opening brokerage doesn't make money, especially no-name brokerages. Tell us the opportunity. Don't just say it is going Canada-wide. I'm not too sure, Mr. Daljinder, how much experience you have running the brokerages and how many brokerages you have run in your life and how many financials you have of on those brokerages. I don't mind that, Mr. Daljinder. I know my business model. I have run 18 brokerages. So I'm not too sure if people want to get the expert advice from somebody who doesn't know about brokerage business, or want to get an advice from somebody who actually has an experience of more than a decade selling 8,000 houses and running 18 brokerages. So please stop. Let's not stop. Let's stop putting the vague comments over there.
So, Raman, I would like to add one thing over there that, I see a comment that, no name brokerages does not are not successful. To all our viewers, to all our friends, I would like to inform that there are more than, I would say, 10,000 brokerages running all over Canada. Many of them are no name. Even SaveMax, we started technically with our own brand name 10 years back. Today, we are an established brand, not only in GTA, but all over Ontario, and we are going Canada wide. Okay. We have not only make our realtor successful, first we made our realtor successful, we made team leads out of them, we created brokerages for them and made those brokerages successful. And now we are running a successful franchisee operation with 18 franchisee running within just a short span of 18 months. And we have always focused on creating a profitable business model for everybody, whether it's a realtor or it's a team lead or it's a franchisee owner. Okay. So I do appreciate everybody's comment over here, but at the same time, just because of the experience, one bad experience from one guy, we cannot make a generalized statement about the whole business or whole industry itself.
So, Sachin, I think we should focus on, because I'm getting a lot of comments from people where they actually
Yeah.
want to focus on more meaningful questions, because
That's true.
most of the time there are people who will just put comments for the sake of putting it. But we appreciate that. Again, we want to make sure
Yes, I said.
we are open to the discussion, but I don't want to waste all my time. And I would request anybody and everybody who has these questions, please come and sit with us and then understand our business model. If it fits into your vision, fantastic. If it doesn't fit, let's move on. So, Sachin, Mr. Teja is asking how exactly income will be generated through this model. Please clarify. So, Mr. Teja, we have the complete full business plan. You can definitely book an appointment with Kamal, and there is nothing, you're not losing anything. Understanding about any business opportunity is not gonna uh, make you lose anything. This is what I always implemented in my life. If I see something interesting, I would definitely have a curiosity to know more about it. Am I right, Kamal?
Yeah, that's right. And definitely, we would be more than happy to share the information. And anyone and everyone is most welcome. And again, I would say my number is 416-333-8747. As I can see, a lot of messages have started coming on my phone now. And definitely, after our event, I would be getting in touch with all of you. And we can sit across the table, or even if it's a COVID situation, we can have some chit chat over phone. And definitely, if you are nearby, I would love to come and see you in person.
And Raman and Kamal, I see one question wherein, they ask that how can you have become a real estate business owner without having a real estate license? And that's a very common question that even I get from a lot of my friends, a lot of my clients. And I simple question over there. To own a Tim Horton franchisee, do you need to know how to make a coffee?
Beautiful, Sachin. I love that. Actually.
To start a airlines, do you need to become a pilot only then you can start a airlines? No, you don't have to. The same way, if you want to start a real estate business, you don't need a real estate license.
You have to have a sense.
Yes, you have to have a business sense. Yes, if you have a license, it is an added advantage, but that does not stop you from starting a real estate business. That's number one.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see most of the big business people, they don't know the actual business, but they have the right people to manage that. They have those entrepreneur skills to manage business, and that's what you need.
Sachin, I want to focus on some of the questions which are very specific. Mr. Bhatendu Goyal is asking, does it require relocation from GTA? Not at all, Mr. Bhatendu. We don't. It does not need a relocation from GTA. I am running the business in Alberta and in Ontario. I am still living in Brampton and Mississauga, so you don't need a relocations from there. Let's see some other questions from over here. There's a comment from Mr. Teja. Everyone knows SaveMax loud and clear. Thank you, Mr. Teja. Like again, I really appreciate you put it there, but I'm not looking for any kind of uh, 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 recognition from somebody from our own industry. I am putting my best efforts. If somebody knows us, it's fantastic. If somebody does not know SaveMax, we are actually trying our level best, working hard to make sure more and more people know about our brand. And I think that is what is the objective what we have over here. Okay, what else are the comments over there? Let me more see. Kamal, can you please share your number? Mr. Rajab Kalra is asking your number. Kamal, would you like to share?
I can share my number again. My number is 416-333-8747.
So Kamal's number is 416-333-8747. Okay. Mr. Bailey, thank you for joining. Mr. Julian, he's thanking you for. Kamal, I got another thanks message for you. Thank you, Kamal, for spending time in office. You are a gem of a person, Mr. Vinesh Kumar Khaliga.
Oh, he is a gem of a person too. He's a young entrepreneur doing amazing, and he is looking.
Yes, even I had a meeting with Vinesh. So, Vinesh, thank you very much for your kind words.
Perfect. Okay, guys. Kamal, there are a lot of other questions, but it is becoming very hard for me to track every single question. And I think we have already reached onto our time limit as well. So, guys, let me make the things clear. First of all, the objective of these information session is just to share the basic details about it. It is not that I'm going to come and explain all my business model over here. Of course, if you want to get more information about it, we are bringing an excellent opportunity for people where even if you don't have a real estate license, you can still run a successful real estate business. First thing. Second thing is, many times you might have that kind of question mark in your mind. Is it too good to be true? Why SaveMax is doing it? I'm sharing my simple thought process. This is what I learned in my life. If I have to grow, I can grow with as many hands as I can have with me. Of course, if I have to run the operations in Vancouver, I cannot go there myself. So I need more like-minded people, more entrepreneurial thought process, and positive attitude, which is very, very important for me. I need those people who actually share positive energy. We don't need those people who actually, I would not say criticism is very good. Criticism, I love it because criticism keeps us on our toes. It actually helps us to become better person and better individuals. Kamal, I know what you call it, when we actually changed the name of Brampton Soccer Center to SaveMax Sports Center. At that time also, we had a lot of criticism out there into the market. But we appreciate it, we respect it the same way. I actually have a right to express my views. I respect others' right to express their views. At least we have that much maturity in our life that we can understand other people's perspective, their viewpoint, and their thought process. Maybe it does not match to my thought process. That does not mean I should stop saying it is bad. No, we respect it. We appreciate it.
So we have a question from Shabana. If you can answer that. She's out of Canada right now, and she's looking to own a franchisee.
Shabana is saying, I'm a Canadian PR but living outside Canada for 2 years. How can I become part of your team or own franchisee? Shabana, definitely you have, if you are a PR, you can actually establish a business over here. That is not a problem at all. And you can be a very suitable candidate for our FOCO model, where it is franchisee owned, corporate operated. And I would appreciate if you can get in touch with Kamal. He can definitely share all the information, all the number and statistics, everything with you, so that you can actually have a look at yourself and then can make an informed decision. And I think this is what we are looking for. We want to make sure, guys, we are looking for those entrepreneurial mindset people who actually want to do something in their life. Let's grow together. If in these 10 years we have built up a brand which is successfully doing business out there, that's what I always learned in my life. I go for an advice to that person who is better and more successful than me. Maybe that advice is not fit into my diaspora. You have to make that decision. My job is to provide you an information. My job is not to make the decision on your behalf. If you like it, more than welcome. If you don't like it, we appreciate it. Am I right, Kamal?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Perfect. Shall get in touch with. So, Kamal, I think Shabana will get in touch with you. Would you like to give your number one more time? And I think this is the time for us to wrap up the show. It is already 1:06. We have already passed 6 minutes. I don't want to keep it boring for people. I know there are a lot of questions today. There are a lot many people who are curious to know more about it. And I thank you very much, guys. We will try to do another session on the same topic. And I will request you to forward this session to your friends and family members. Spread the words to others. Maybe anybody else fits into our business model and think we are worthy doing business.
Yeah. So I will repeat my number. It's 416-333-8747.
Perfect. And Sachin, before we say goodbye to everybody, any closing remarks?
Yes, Raman, again, only thing that we are proposing over here is that we are trying to create a bridge between where you are today and where you aspire to be. Okay, and we are trying to make that transition as smooth as possible for you guys, because I have gone through so many meetings wherein I get this difficulty that what, I'm making six-figure income, I want to start a business. How can I start a business without having that risk of losing that six-figure income? Okay, so that's the bridge we are trying to create. Again, that's what we are proposing. If you want to have more information, sit with Kamal. We are happy to answer any question you have, whether positive or negative question. We are there to answer each and every one for over there. So if you want to get more information, please do contact Kamal. If you want to join SaveMax as a realtor, call any of the SaveMax agent or call me at 647-219-3914. And before we leave, wishing you a very happy holidays and happy New Year.
And Sachin, before we say goodbye to everybody and close our discussion, I would humbly request everybody who is participating into this discussion, please use a civilized and respectful language for each other. Just because you and me are successful, that does not make sense to say any bad words, any bad remarks on other people. Everybody have their own thought process. Let them make an independent decision. Don't just try to impose our thought process. Everybody is smart enough to make the judgment. Everybody is smart enough to make the calls, and everybody has the right for themselves to make the calls. I can simply delete those remarks, but I would not do so because it is not me to make a judgment that who is successful and who is not. Of course, my definition of success could be different. Some people might measure the success with how much money they have earned. Some people might measure the success, how much assets they have created. But I think my definition of success, which I always keep sharing with people, is I want to create more success for the people who I know. Of course, I'm not here to change the world. I'm here to change the world for those who are in connection with me, who I know or who are part of my family. And I lovingly call SaveMax as my family. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate. You can definitely share your thought process, your comments, your remarks with us, and I'll be more than happy to reply you. If you want to know more information about SaveMax or about our business model, please feel free to get in touch with our young, dashing, smart, handsome guy, and he's married. Am I right, Kamal?
I thought you were talking about you. Oh, you're talking about me. Okay.
416-333-8747 is
Married with a wife and 2 kids.
Thank you, Rahul.
Anyway, enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Kamal, we have already passed 10 more minutes. I
Sure.
hate to
Yeah.
go too long onto these sessions because sometimes people they lose interest into that.
Yeah.
So next week, again Saturday, we are going to bring more interesting topic. Please make sure, guys, become part of this discussion. Be creative. Be criticize us. No problem. I love people criticizing me because you know what? That is what I think is the best learning. I always appreciate the top of the line competition out there into the market because if there's no competition, I don't enjoy the success. I don't enjoy that journey. All right, guys, thank you very much and have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you back next week, sharp at 12 o'clock. And I will try to bring these two dashing personalities one more time on our live show next Saturday. Till then, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks. See you soon.